right, so let's say you've gotten a pre-approval, you're ready to go out there and start looking at homes. You found an agent that you really, really like, you're sending them homes, and they ghosted you. And you're thinking to yourself, why haven't I heard from my agent all week? Why aren't they sending me houses? What's going on? Well, today in this video, I'm going to explain why you may feel like your agent ghosted you. One of the worst feelings in the world is to feel rejected or that your communication isn't being heard or matched or just felt, especially when you're buying a home. But I do think that a lot of the public doesn't understand some of the time constraints that a full-time real estate agent has. So in this video, we're going to go over why you may feel your agent ghosted you. So like and subscribe, share the video, and let's get into it. So over 90% of people look for a home online. And of that 90%, a good 80 to just about 90% of that 90% use a real estate agent to find their home. Some cases are different. Maybe they go unrepresented or they go directly with a builder and don't use an agent at all. But most people want to use a professional realtor to help them find their home. Now, in my experience, and from what I've heard from some consumers or potential home buyers or even people looking to sell their home, is that they feel the lack of communication with their agent was one of the worst parts of their experience when they were looking to do their real estate transaction. So one of the things I want to help contextualize for people out there, especially this spring, because a lot of people are going to be making real estate related moves, is to understand the context of what's happening with your agent's daily or weekly schedule. Now, what I'll start by saying is not all agents are created equal. There are some agents out there that truly are not professional. And me as a realtor, our code of ethics is the number one thing that stands us apart from wholesalers or just other people or investors, just other people in the real estate business or the real estate sector. Our code of ethics as realtors binds us and holds us to a higher standard. And even with that, there are some agents who just don't know how to be professional or have the training necessary with their brokerage to fulfill the needs of the general public. So we're going to move those agents out of the conversation, and we're going to talk about those agents who care, they're full-time, they have a full business and a full standard operating procedures that are going to help you get your home purchased or home sold. So number one thing that I will say is that if you think your agent ghosted you, they probably didn't. In our real estate field, we have a lot of downtime and then everything hits at once. So when everything hits at once, what that'll mean is all of a sudden an inspection needs to be negotiated. 3 people want to go out and see a house. The listing needs to be dropped. The price needs to be dropped on the listing. You're doing things like making marketing like this video that I'm doing right now. You're working on other parts of marketing or doing market research so you can send emails out. So what I mean is there's a lot of things that happen all at once, and the professional agent may not get back to you right that moment, but they've carved out a part of their day to get back to you, or they've carved out a day where they reach back out to you. And a lot of agents will tell you that at the beginning, hey, once we get to this next stage, you'll hear from me once a week on this day. So it's not that they're ghosting you. It's that sometimes they have other things that they're doing that day and have a designated time or day to get back to you. Now, another reason why you may feel like your agent ghosted you is because you have a question, and your question may require research. And in that time that you ask the question, that agent may not be able to reply and may also, on top of that, need to go get research. I've had clients that text me when I'm in a walkthrough or I'm at a settlement or I'm in another showing or I'm in a listing appointment or I'm just driving to go drop off an earnest money deposit check or check on an investment property, whatever I'm doing throughout the day. And I'll get, a correspondence from them, and I can't text them right there in that moment. And even when I do get back to them, I need some research. And some people feel like, hey, we want our answer right now. So what I think, if you're an agent watching this, you should always get back to your client when you can in your allotted time frame. And if the question that they're asking needs research, just quickly let them know, hey, your message has been received. I'm going to get back to you by this time on this date with our answer. I think that would help the clients understand that they're being heard, but also give you the time frame that you need to actually be useful when it comes to the answer that you're trying to get them. So that segment was a little bit more for agents, but also for clients too. It's very important that I think, I think that a lot of clients or customers don't understand what agents do all day or what, is taking them so long to get back. But this video is to help break down and contextualize that so both sides understand, what a clear and concise communication can look like when they're working in a real estate transaction. So that's number two. Sometimes we can't respond and your answer is going to need a little bit of research. So we'll need some time. Another thing is that we are juggling multiple clients at one time. Now, that doesn't mean you don't get the same attention that another client will get. It just means that on certain days or at certain times or certain frames of the year, we're just juggling more than we were previously. And even sometimes with myself, that communication may not necessarily translate to the client because they want to do something now. But like I said, I always try to get back to the client to say, hey, I've received your message. Give me until today or tomorrow morning to get back to you with a concise answer. Now, imagine you're doing that with 20 plus people, all at different stages of their real estate journey. You will have someone who's ready to get approved, but has some issues on credit. So you need to route them to a credit professional. Then you may have another person who is approved already, but when you go over to get them situated, the homes that they're looking for just aren't quite there. So now you have to reroute that. So, and then you're dealing with a seller, right? We've got a negotiation of a repair that came back, and we need to go ahead and start working on what are we going to fix and what are we not, and what do you want to do and what do you want to credit. So when you're juggling multiple clients, sometimes that can be a little difficult, but you always want to communicate that to your client that, hey, this is what I've got going on. But sometimes your realtor's got several people they're talking to at one time, right? And you may not get the communication you want, but it's always good to let you know, hey, we've heard you. Hey, we've received your message. Because we got 20 other people waiting right behind us. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of different changes that happen inside of real estate. Things happen very quickly, and it's very important to have clear and concise communication standards with your agent. Throughout the process, your agent will get busy, you will get busy, and you never want to feel like that professional is ghosting you. So set clear communication standards at the beginning. Know when that agent maybe has a cutoff time for communication for the day, and also let the agent know when you may not be available for the rest of the evening when you have things going on, just so things can be done in a timely manner. You always want to have clear communication with your agent, and we want to help you. So I hope this video gave you guys a little bit more insight as to some of the things that can happen as real estate starts to cascade and things start to happen in different markets and different times of the year. So you never feel like your agent is ghosting you. If you do feel that way, leave me a comment or let me know the experiences you've had with agents that just stopped responding. All right, guys, so it's Bert Ferguson, Realtor. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.